Good morning, good evening, everyone, wherever you're located. Hello, hello.
Hello.
My name is Tamara. I am the host of the weekly CRM Connect call here at Sales Process. How's everybody doing?
Oh, good.
Awesome. Let me just get everybody in here. All right. So, on this week's call, we are covering how to increase your sales by 30%. And you may say, well, that's specific, right? How do you know you're going to increase your sales by 30%? But in this training, we're going to go over how using funnel techniques, copy techniques, and strategy inside of your sales process account can help you increase your average cart value. And we can do this through a couple of different ways. There's order bumps and there's upsells, or they have lots of different names, actually, to be quite honest. So you can call them order bumps, you can call them upsells, you can call them one-time offers, you can call them downsells. And basically what this is you are making an offer to your buyer who has already decided to buy. They've already purchased your main product, and you're offering them another product on inside of your funnel at a really good price. So you can offer anything, like offer something that makes sense, and that's where the strategy comes in for this type of conversion to work. Is you have to think through, okay, so if I'm selling a product, my main product, through my funnel, what is something that they are going to need to accompany this product that makes sense? That is an instant win for them, that they're going to be like, yeah, that's a no-brainer. I'm definitely adding that to my order. So you have to think through the strategy behind it. Sorry, we got a few more people coming in. You have to think through the strategy behind it. So if you think about a product and you're thinking, like, let's say it is a course, right? Maybe an upsell for the course would be to have a special VIP session with the coach, right? And say normally your VIP sessions are like, $500. But if they purchase right now, you'll give them 50% off. So they've purchased your main product, so it's your course. Then you present them with an upsell, which is time with you, a strategy session with you at 50% off, and they can only find that deal here. If they don't grab it now, it's gone. They don't get that opportunity again. So that is what we call an upsell that it makes sense. Now, let's talk about an upsell that doesn't make sense, right? So let's say you're selling a mini course and your upsell is for a hoodie for, $100, let's say. Well, that is not going, they're going to be confused, right? The person who is going through your funnel is going to be like, well, what do I need a hoodie for? How is that going to make my life any better, right? How is that going to help me finish this course? So you always want to make sure that you're thinking through the strategy of what am I selling and what can I offer as an upsell that's going to complement it. Think of these things, the things that make humans happy, right? Is the upsell going to make it easier for them, faster for them, more money? Is it going to make them more attractive? Those are the things that you want to think about when you're thinking through your strategy for your offer. You always want to make it a win for them. So humans love things that are that will shorten the period of time that it's going to take us to get from A to B, right? We we also enjoy like we have vanity, right? We want to look better, we want to feel better, we want to experience luxury, right? So those are things that you want to think about and strategize about when you are putting your offer together. You can't just slap any old product on the end because it's not going to make any sense for your client. And your client makes that decision in under 2 seconds. When they see your offer, they're either an immediate yes or an immediate no. And so you have to remember that. If you're going through the funnel as your customer, always thinking in their head, what are they thinking when they see this for the first time? Does this make sense? Right? Now, industry standards, the reason that we said when we were talking about this particular lesson in the calendar is that you can increase your sales by 30% is because industry standard is your upsell should, it's a good upsell when it converts at 30%. So that's how you can tell your upsell is doing well. Now, I never ever even kind of look at the numbers until you've had at least 1,000 people through your funnel. So 1,000 people, that's a lot, right? That's a lot of eyeballs on your product and on your upsell. So don't get discouraged if you launch your funnel and you're not running ads, you're just doing organic marketing and you only get, 100 eyeballs on your funnel. Don't tweak anything just yet because I don't really necessarily consider anything a success or a failure until you've had at least 1,000 eyeballs on it. And then you can look at your metrics and say, did this work? Was this a good upsell? Is it converting at 30%? Right? And so inside of our sales process account, now we have to set up the funnel. What do those pages look like? What are the mechanics behind it that run everything and process all of that information for our buyers seamlessly? So if you want to join me, I want to encourage you to bring up your sales process account and we will walk through this together. I'm going to share my screen. All right. So inside of your sales process account, let's go over to sites. And we need to be in the funnel section. And I want you to do a search inside of your sales process account and just type in the word challenge. And in here, you're going to have a template in your account called Challenge Sales Process, and it'll say duplicate before edit. Okay? And that's the template that we want to use for this lesson here today. Now, whenever we use a template, what we want to do is we want to duplicate it before we make changes to it because we want to make it our own and we want to have that original template for if we ever want to do something like this again, build another funnel with these particular features, okay? So we're going to go over here to the 3 dots. We're going to click on the 3 dots and we're going to choose clone. And now we're going to call it, and the reason I put a 0 in front of mine, but you can, just because it helps it pop up at the top of the list when I'm looking for it, but you can call it whatever you want, right? You can name yours so that it makes sense for you. Okay. So we've given it a title. We're going to confirm that. And now it's just going to clone the funnel. So what it's doing is just copying all the pages. And then what I want to do is I want to talk about the pages that are in there. So let's open up the funnel and let's talk about the different pages that are in your funnel. Now, these are also called funnel steps, but these are basically all the landing pages that we string together to create your sales funnel. So the first one is your sales page. The next one here is OTO page. So remember I said that upsells can have many different names. Sometimes they're called tripwires. Sometimes they're called OTO, one-time offer. So if this doesn't make sense to you and you want to make it, you want to call it like an upsell, if that's more something that would make more sense, just click on that page and go over here to publishing and we'll just call it the upsell page, right? And we'll just change that so that we're all speaking the same language. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the characteristics of the page. So your sales page, if we go in and we take a look at, let's just take a look at it in the preview mode here. If we take a look at the sales page, what you see here is you have your headline, right? You're going to need like some kind of image up here, your logo, whatever it is. Your headline, then in this funnel, it's using a sales video. So here you can either use a sales video or you can use an image, right? Or if you want your sales funnel not to include a video, that's okay as well. Like you can use your headline, your subheadline to do the talking for you. And then this is your basic sales page, right? So we're just going to talk about this top piece here. This piece here, we are going to add inside of the builder what we call a pop-up inside of there. And inside of that pop-up is where our order form is going to live. And that's how we're going to sell our main product within the funnel. So if we go back to our sales process account, we go into edit. And so when somebody lands on your page, they're going to have a button there with all the buttons will lead to the pop-up. So this will lead to the pop-up. So if we click on the button, we want to make sure that it says open pop-up for the action. Now we're going to come over here. Where's our pop-up? There it is. Pop-up is to actually edit and make changes to the pop-up. We need to come up to the left and click on pop-up settings. And what this does is it opens the pop-up. Now, there's a couple things in here probably from me teaching from before. And we're gonna, that's just a form, so I want something else here. Here, I want to add our two-step order form. So all I did was I clicked on the orange button here underneath the image, and then I'm just going to add the two-step order form underneath it. So that's how the person is going to be able to pay for the original product. So if it's your mini course that you're selling, this is how they're going to be able to pay for that mini course. Now, we want to be sure that the action that we have set up here for the order form is to go to the next step. That means to go to the next page in the funnel, okay? So now we have our sales page set up. Of course, yours is going to look beautiful and it's going to have amazing pictures on it and all of that. But we have sort of the mechanics of the funnel working now. So we have our order form. Now we want to save this. And now we're going to go back into the back end of the funnel. And we are going to set up the products that we're going to sell inside of our funnel, okay? So the very first thing that you want to do is you need to come over into your payments section here. And we are going to create the products that we're going to sell inside of our funnel. So we need our main product that we're selling. So let's say that's our mini course. And then we have to set also create our upsell that we're going to sell on the next page of the funnel. So inside of your payments, you're going to come up here to products at the top. And this is where you're going to go to create all of your products for anything inside of sales process. Okay. This will be, it doesn't matter if it's funnels, websites, your memberships, your communities, you're always going to come here to build out your products. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on create product, and we're going to give this product a title. What's the name of our product? Okay. So I'm going to call this my mini course. And then here you can fill out all of this information, but if you are only selling it in a funnel, it's not necessary. Basically, what all of this additional information does inside of your product here is that's for if you were selling it through like an e-commerce site, because you can build a store inside of sales process. So that's when it pulls in all of that information. So usually I just leave all of this blank if I'm selling something in a funnel. I don't put any more information up here. The only thing that matters is, of course, you want to make sure your taxes are set up. Now, I want to preface this by saying that currently the only country that these tax settings work in are the United States. The development team is working to turn this into a global tax setting here that you can use, but we're just not there yet. So right now it's only for, it will do automatic taxes, but only if you're within the United States. So then down here is where you're going to set your price. Now you're going to notice that you can set a one-time price or a recurring price. So this would be for something like a payment plan or a subscription, right? So if you had a price, and let's say it was a high ticket coaching program and it was $10,000, but you also wanted to be able to offer the people a payment plan, then you would set up the recurring payment plan here, okay? But for right now, we're going to say this is our one-time price and it's for our mini course. So we're going to say it's $347 for our mini course. Here you can choose your currency. I'm going to say US dollars. And you can also put in here for a compare app price. So if you're running a sale, you can put the regular price in here. Okay. The rest of this is more so for, like I said, the e-com store. So this would be for variants, would be for like if you were selling a t-shirt and you wanted to have different colors of the t-shirt or different sizes, you would add variants here for that particular product. And then again, search engine listing is more so for e-commerce. That's going to, you'd want to fill this out for that particular thing. So once we have our price set up, we're going to click save. And we'll just save it one more time. So we have our mini course set up. Now we want to set up our upsell product, right? So we're going to create our product here. And let's say this is a VIP strategy session. And we'll scroll down all the way to prices. And we're going to put this at $497 Canadian, or US, I mean, and save that. Now, you may be asking, well, what differentiates the upsell product from the mini course in terms of the mechanics of it? Well, we're going to go back over to the funnel now and set that up and show you how the system will be able to identify it as an upsell. So we'll go over here to sites. We're going to go back to the funnel that we were working on. And just a little trick, if you ever want to find the most recent funnel that you've been working on, just click on the little clock there. And that'll bring you back to the funnel that you were working on. And we're going to go to this funnel here. Now, this here, the sales page, is a sales page with an order form combined. Because remember, we added the order form to the two-step or to the pop-up, right? So that's where we're going to attach our first product. So our mini course product needs to be attached here. So inside of here, we're going to go over here to products, and we're going to add the product to the funnel. So we're going to add our mini course here. Then we're going to choose the price. And that's all you have to do here. And then just click save. And now you'll see here that it's showing the price, the name, and that it's a one-time purchase. Okay. Now the next thing we have to do is we have to go to our upsell page and attach the product for the upsell to that page. So we go in here, click on the upsell page, go over to products, add your product, and we're going to choose this as VIP upsell. Choose this here, the price, and we're going to click save. Okay, so now we have the product that's our upsell attached to the upsell page. We have our product that is for the sales page attached to the sales page. Now, there's one other thing that we have to do on the upsell page to connect it mechanically to the funnel. So we'll go inside our upsell page, click edit, and let's talk about the framework of an upsell page, right? The reason that we want to make this a really easy buy for the customer, right? All they have to do is click on the button to add this to their order. Every upsell page that I have ever seen and I've been in this world for a long time, always has sort of this bar at the top that indicates that, wait a second, you're not quite done, right? You're not quite done. And then here it's going to have something like, you're going to have like, wait. Let's change this all. We got some more people coming in. Here we go. Wait, I have a special for you. And then it always usually has a sales video. Every upsell page, one-time offer page, always has a sales video where you talk about your special offer that you have for them. Okay. And then right underneath here is your button that will automatically add this order to their purchase. They don't have to fill out another order form. They don't have to give you their credit card information again. They've already done it on the sales page, right? And so that's what makes this buying conversion very easy for people. It's either a yes or a no, right? So here, what I want to put on here is come over here to the button, and I'm going to change the button to yes. Okay. And we'll get rid of this here. And you'll see here that this is saying that it's going to open a pop-up. That's not going to work. We have to make sure we're going to change the action here. And we're going to scroll till we see one click up / down sell product. So we're telling the system here, no, this, we want this. When they click this button, it just gets added to their order. So we tell the system that right there, and then it's going to say, okay, well, you have to tell me which product is it. So we tell the system it's this product that we attach to the page. And then when they choose that product, or when they click that button, then we just want them to go to the next page. So that's all right. So now you may ask yourself, okay, so what if they don't want that? What if they decide, no, they don't want to get this for $497? They don't want the VIP strategy session. You also have to include a button underneath that says no thanks, right? So here, what we would do is we would add a button. And we make it a little nicer. We're adding a little bit of space here. And usually what we do here is we don't make it look like a button. We make it look like it's just text there. And how you do that is you just choose white, and then we're going to go to custom. Oh, hold on a sec. And we're going to drag this all the way so that it is transparent. And so now it doesn't look like a button. It just looks like text here. And we're going to go down here and say, no, thanks. I don't need a strategy session. Okay. Oh, that didn't type all the way. Hold on one sec. There we go. And then we will change this action just to go to the next step. So we do have to give them the option to not add it to their order, right? But this is sort of the styling that you're going to see in a lot of upsells pages. And you can even, change the color of the text so that it's lighter. You don't really want to make this stand out so much. Maybe you want to make the text smaller, so we could make it like 16. There's all kinds of different copy conversion strategies that you can test out here. But basically, the difference is this button, when they click here, we have attached it to this action, which is going to instantly add it to their order. And we've told the system what the product is, and we've told the system what to do if they click that button. Where does it take them? And then this here, we have set this up so that it just takes them to the next step. It doesn't add anything to their order. It just takes them to the next step. Okay. So we save that. And now we have our mechanics of our funnel set up. Before I go any further, does anybody have any questions about anything, about the design of the funnel, why we do certain things the way we do? Anything at all? Feel free to unmute.
Hi, Tamara.
Hi. How are you?
My camera is not dead. I'm doing very good. Yeah, sorry, my camera is just not working. I just have a question on the payments and products. Say you have a product and you want to sell a recurring support. How do you sell a recur or create a recurring product?
Now, would it be for a recurring product is your main product?
Main product is a course that a 3-day event that I'm selling. And
Okay.
then upsell to that will be a recurring product.
Okay. So if you want to sell a recurring product, you can do that as well. You have to set those parameters in your product creation. So if we go back,
Yeah.
here, what I have is my strategy session, right? So let's say I wanted to make this, a membership where you could get a monthly strategy session. Go back here to your payments, go into products, and we can edit this one. So we have it set up as a one-time, but I could change that just by clicking here to get in there. And then I can change this to recurring. Then I have to tell the system how often. Is it daily, weekly, monthly? So let's say it's monthly. And how many number of payments. Now, if it's just a membership, you wouldn't put any number of payments because it would just continue on and on and on, right? But if you said this was like a 1-year membership, then you would put in here 12 payments.
Okay.
Okay. And so that would charge them $497 every month for 12 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Okay,
you
so
would,
you'll have one product as your main product, and then you'll have this product as a separate product that you'll just connect with the upsell.
yes, that we connected to the upsell. That's correct. Yep.
Okay, and I
So
just
I
have a
do want to,
question
I
on
want
the
to point, oh, sorry, go ahead.
just a question on the taxes. I see the yes, this amount includes taxes, so then it's tax included. But the one that says no, can you select your own amount for it or percentage that you needs to add for the taxes, or how would the taxes work if it's not in America?
Right. So if it's not in America, you can set your taxes in your settings here. So
Yeah.
let me just save this.
Yeah.
And then if we go into settings, you can set up your taxes here. So you can decide, are they included in the price or do you want to add extra? Then you can set up your tax rate here. So I don't know what your taxes are like where you live, Jean-Andre, but in Canada, we
It's
have a
15%.
national tax and it's 5%. So I would put in here GST 5%. And that's on anything that I would sell digitally, right? It's goods and services tax. So you could set that up here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Why don't you come stay there? Ours is what, 15%.
Yours is 15%?
Uh,
Oh,
yeah,
wow, that's high.
it is high. Welcome to South
Yeah.
Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Okay,
then you
cool.
would fill out this portion here, but you can set that up in your settings, in your payments.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go back here and change this back to a one-time product. There we go.
Sorry,
And
and you can do an upsell. Say because I know it was a problem with PayPal, but that you can do with the upsells through Stripe. Can you do the upsells with other payment processors as well, like PayPal?
so PayPal has a rule that you
Yeah.
cannot add an upsell, so a one-click upsell that is a recurring payment to a purchase. That is a PayPal rule. That is not a sales process rule. So you would have to find out from the different payment providers that you're using what their rules are, because everybody's going to have different, but Stripe allows that.
Okay. But if my what if my um the recurring option is the main option, will
Yes.
it be recurring then with PayPal?
Yes. If you swap them, if you put your recurring payment in the front and
Yeah.
your one-time product payment in the upsell, that PayPal will allow it.
Okay, so I can just have two different funnels and two different payments. I'm gonna lose click rates, but that's fine. Okay.
Okay.
I can always just upsell them in the event, so that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's a PayPal rule. You can do it through Stripe, but PayPal will not allow you to use a recurring product as an upsell.
Do you know about the other processors, or I'm not sure?
I'm not sure about the other processors. No, the only two I really know well are PayPal and Stripe. So you'd have to dig into their policies and see. Okay, let me check here. I want to go back to sites. And I see some comments coming in. Yes. Okay. The recording will be inside of your sales process university. In here, you can, once you get access to the university, if you just type in office hours and then type in CRM Connect call, because it's always categorized by what the title of it is. So yeah. Okay, so Karen, it sounds like you didn't have the template in your account. So if you don't see the template in your account, reach out to sales process support. So it's support@salesprocess.com, and they can add the template to your account. Okay? All right. So now that we have our product set up, both on our sales page where our main product is sitting, and we have our upsell attached here, and we've set it up inside the page as an upsell. Let's go through what this looks like when someone actually buys, okay? Now, we don't have any of the automation on the back end set up yet. We don't have any of the workflows that are actually going to deliver emails or anything like that. We've just got the funnel set up, and that's okay. We're going to just have a look at what that looks like as a buyer going through the process. We're going to test the funnel now. So inside of in your sales funnel here, we're going to go over to settings. And in settings is where you would attach a domain. So I will attach my domain here. And also here is where you can turn your funnel into a test mode. So we don't ever want you to have to like purchase your products to test anything, right? So we're going to go and change this to test, and then we're going to click save. And then we will run through the funnel in test mode to see, are our buttons working? Do we get taken to where we want to go? Are we presented with the products the way we should see them in our funnel? And does everything operate properly? Okay. So we're going to click on view the page. And the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure that this button, when I click on it, takes me to my pop-up that has my order form on it, right? So here I can put in my information, and I'll put in my email address, and then go to step 2. And here is where I can see there's my mini course that we created, right? It's showing up $347. I also want to point out this little yellow flag tells me I'm in test mode. So how do I test my funnel? I'm going to use a test credit card number. So the test credit card number is super easy to remember. It's just 4242 all the way across. And then any expiration date in the future, and then any 3-digit code that you want to use for the security code. And then you may just have to put in like a postal code or a zip code, depending on where you live. You'll need to put that in. Then you're going to click complete order. Now, when I click complete order, I should be taken to the upsell page. That's how we have this set up. So we want to make sure that's working properly. Okay, so now it took me to the upsell page. And then if I want to click this, add to my order, this should then take me to the thank you page. So I'm going to click add to order. And then this is the thank you page. Now it says one final step, but we would change this to just be congratulations, you've completed your order or whatever. Okay. So now let's go look on the back end inside of our sales process account to see if this actually worked. So we'll go back into sales process. And what I like to do is I like to go to my payments section. and I want to go straight to my transactions. And you're going to see on this date, at this time, I purchased the mini course, and then I purchased the upsell. And when you see this little I beside that inside of your transactions, that means that you were in test mode. You can see all of these are all test, but it was successful. Okay, so that tells me that my payments inside of my funnel, they work. And that's a very good thing, right? That's what we want. And it will always create two transactions. It will have your main product, and then it will be your upsell will appear as a separate transaction. So the customer will also see it this way on their credit card statement. It will show this, and then it will show this separately. Okay? Any questions about testing your funnel? Okay. So we're really happy with the funnel, the way it works. The buttons all go where they're supposed to go, and our payments are being collected the way they should be collected. So we're happy with that. Now we need to, on the back end, we need to build out the two workflows that are going to operate this funnel, right? That are going to make the purchases work. So you need to have two separate workflows for this. So we're going to go now into the automations. And we are going to create a folder, and we are going to, you can title your folder whatever you want, but this is for, and inside of my folder, I'm going to, oh, let me just find my folder. I have way too many workflows in here. There we go. I should have put zeros in front of it. Here we go. I'm going to open my folder, and inside my folder, I'm going to create, wait a second here. That was a workflow, not a folder. It doesn't look like it made one. Okay, I'm going to make another one, and create. There we go. Now we're going to open the folder, and then we create the workflow inside the folder. So we need two workflows to operate this funnel. We need a purchase workflow for our main product, and then we need a upsell workflow for our upsell product. And they have different triggers. So that's why it's very important that we create two different workflows. So we're going to create the workflow, and we're just going to create one from scratch. And here, as soon as you create your workflow, you want to put in here the title, right? So that's the title of our workflow. We're identifying the product that we're selling and that it's a purchase. The next thing is you need to set your trigger. So your trigger for this is going to be order form submission. So we're going to look for order form submission. And in your filter here, you're going to say where the funnel is, which funnel it's in. So it's going to be in my upsell funnel. Then I'm going to tell it what page is it on. It's on the sales page image one. And then I'm going to tell it what is the submission. You can also identify the product. You can say the product is the mini course. And then the submission is a sale. So this is just a regular purchase, okay? That's what we're telling the system here. Then we're going to save that. Then normally in your purchase workflows, you're going to add a tag, right? You want to tag anybody that purchases. So you would put in here, and of course your tagging system can be anything you want, right? It doesn't have to be the same as mine. And here you would just click add new tag. And so save. Then maybe we want to send them an email, right? We want to send them an email about their purchase. And I highly recommend that you create all of your emails in your template section and then pull them in. Don't write them in here, especially if it's going out to a customer, like if it's forward facing, because the templates allow you to put all your branding in there, use your logo, make sure that it's, it looks really nice. But for this demonstration, we're just going to say that this is a purchase email. And I'm just going to put in here. Now, inside of here, in your email, you are delivering access to the mini course. You're delivering next steps. What do they need to do now that they've purchased, right? What is there some kind of portal that they need to log into? Do you want them to watch a video before they get started? That sort of thing. So think through, what does your email need to say and how do you want to present their purchase to them? And that's all included in the email. And then you would just save that. And so this is a very simple purchase workflow. We're identifying them in our system as a buyer with a tag, and we're sending them the information about their purchase. Okay. And then I just want to point out again here that our trigger here is order form submission, and that we have identified it as a sale here. Okay. And then, of course, we would turn this on, publish it, and save it. Okay. Now we need to create the second workflow that's going to deliver the upsell when they purchase that. Okay. So we're going to go back here and I'm going to show you a little trick. Here, we're going to use this workflow and we're going to duplicate it because we can then just tweak it and it's faster than building from scratch. So we're going to go over here to these three dots. We're going to click on duplicate workflow. We're going to say this is a purchase workflow, but it's for the upsell, right? And click create. And now it duplicated the workflow, but this is in draft. So I'm going to open this. And now all we have to do is come in here and tweak it. So yes, we still want the trigger to be the order form, but now we need to make some changes. So we're going to delete these lines here. And it's still in the upsell funnel, but we're changing the filters. So we're going to change the filters to page is, and it's our upsell page, right? And then we can say product is our strategy session, and submission is not sale this time. This time it is upsell. So you have to identify an upsell as an upsell purchase for the trigger in the workflow. Okay. So that's what's going to make this workflow different. We're going to save that. Then we need to change the tag, right? Because they're not buying the mini course. This is going to be upsell, right? And we're just going to say add new tag, and then we're going to change this. Okay. And then this is going to be an email, but it's going to have different instructions in it because this is about how do they access that upsell that they purchased. So if it's a VIP strategy session, in your delivery email, you're going to want to include probably the link for them to schedule their call, right? So your calendar link. Or you want to include instructions on how the upsell is delivered. What are their next steps? When can they expect to hear from you? All of that sort of thing. This is just sort of like the email needs to include all the information that's going to make them feel like they made a great decision purchasing from you. And you're not leaving them questioning what happened? What do I do next? Right? So those are all of the questions you want to answer in your delivery email. And then we publish that and we save it. And then we have created our 2 delivery systems, one for our main product, one for our upsell. Very, very simple. You can make these more complicated. You can add more steps in here if you need to, but this is basic. This will help you create a funnel with an upsell in it very quickly. This is all you need to do to get it to work, right? Now we need to test this one more time, right? Because we didn't have our workflows set up. So we're not sure, are these tags going to work? Are the triggers on these automations going to work? So now we want to go back to our funnel and test it one more time. So we're going to go to sites and we're going to go to our funnel. And we will test it one more time. It's still in test mode. We haven't changed that. So I'm going to click on my button. I'm going to put my information in. And we know that this all works, but we want to make sure that our workflows work. All right, so then I want to add that to my order. And then I'm taken to the confirmation page. So now let's go back and see, did those workflows work? So the first thing I can do is I can go to the contacts area and I can find that contact. So here's that contact. I just put in the email address to search for it. Here's what I can see right away. I can see that I have all the tags that I'm supposed to get, right? I have my purchase tag, these are from something else. I'll get rid of those so you can see. I have my purchase upsell strategy and I have my mini course, okay? And then I can check and see. It won't send the email because this is an invalid email and the system's smart enough to know that because I just used test. But we see here that the tags were added. Now we can go back into our automation and we can go here to recent. And here I want to point out it's showing there's no active person in the workflow, but it is showing that there's 2 people have been, or 1 person has been through this one person has been through this one. So if we go into the purchase of the mini course, we can now check the enrollment history. And you can see here, I went through everything. It says here purchase email is not available because I used a test email. But if we look at the execution logs, it shows each step that I went through. I was added to the workflow. the tag was added, the purchase email was skipped because I used a test email, and then I was removed from the workflow because I finished. Okay? So all of these steps are exactly what I want to see in my test for the workflow. Okay? And so then I can also double check the upsell and make sure. Just go into the execution logs and you'll see here, I was added to the workflow, the tag was added, this was skipped, and I was taken out of the workflow. So we have successfully built a simple sales funnel with an upsell. We've connected it all. We've tested it twice. We've built out all the automations. And we did that in just under an hour. So, of course, it's going to take you a little bit longer because you have to style your sales funnel and make it look all pretty, probably record your sales video for your upsell page. But does anybody have any questions about anything that we've done here this evening or this morning, wherever you're located? Any questions about the lesson today? Yes, Chandra. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Hello, is this better?
Yes, that's better.
Sorry, I don't know what happened there. I just have a question on trial period and coupon codes
Okay.
for the product. So say as the VIP, I give 6 months free on on a support product. How would I go about that?
So inside of your product, you would set that up inside here. So let's say we're going to add, for the VIP session, we want to add a trial period. So we would go
Yeah.
into the VIP session, we'd go into where the pricing is set up, and then your VIP session is going to have, it's going to be recurring support, monthly support, right?
Yeah.
So here you would change this to recurring. Then you would put in here however many number of days. So 6 months is what? How many days is that? $182 for a trial period, right? And then you would
Yeah.
say monthly, and then you'd put in your number of payments. So they would get 6 free, and then they would get, so there would be 6 additional payments. And that's how you would set up a trial period.
Okay, so the number of you need the number of payments, and if you leave the number of payments empty after the 6 months, will it just charge the 497?
Yes, it will just, yeah, you don't have to, if it's just a recurring subscription and they cancel whenever they're finished, you can just leave it. You don't have to put in the number of payments.
Okay, great. And then the other question that I have, I've sold the course to a few people already, but I still want them to go through the funnel and register there. How is there a way to give them a coupon code or something just so that they can fill that in?
Why do you want them to go through the funnel?
Just to register and see what it is about.
Oh,
I've
okay.
sold them verbally about it, and they've already paid the money into the account.
Okay, okay. So if you want to create a coupon code for it to discount the entire thing, then
Yeah.
you need to set up your coupons up here.
Yeah.
Okay. So you would go in here to your coupon and you're going to create your coupon code name. So
Yeah.
now you can choose what the coupon code is and you can type it in, or you can get the system to generate a code. And
Yeah.
then you would put on a fixed coupon and you would put for the total amount, what's the discount? So if the product is $100
497. Yeah.
or $497, so you'd put $497 then as the
Yeah.
discount. And then you could, when do you want this to be effective? Like you have to set up the dates and times for it to become effective. And
Yeah.
I recommend, so you wouldn't want it to be for recurring future payments, right? Because you actually want them to pay for that.
Yeah.
So you would want to put this on here and you're going to tell the system which product it's for.
Okay.
That. Then click
Oh, that's cool.
create. And then, oh, sorry, I have to click a start date here. Now, the next thing is because you want it to be $0, you have to go into your funnel and there's a tab you have to turn on. So if we go back over here to the upsell funnel, if we go into settings, you're going to say require a credit card if it's a $0 purchase. You want to turn this off. Okay?
Yeah.
So you don't want them to have to put their credit card in. You just want them to be able to use their coupon code,
Yeah.
right? So you want to turn that off in your settings and save it. And then they'll be able to go through your funnel with that coupon code to just see the funnel and not have to pay any money.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
I have two other questions. So
Yeah.
we still have time to quickly
Yeah. Go
through
ahead.
them. So the other question is, so we have this 3-day challenge, but we have another 3-day challenge. Say I put them in the it's two different courses. I want to put them in the same course. Is there a way to put those two products that I've created separately as one product, or do I need to create a separate product?
So are you talking about in your course area?
No, on a funnel. So if I want to sell, say, rivet coaching with quantity surveying coaching, that's two products, but I don't necessarily want to split them. I want them to happen on their own. But I just want to build them one time.
Okay, so then you would create another product and you would
Yeah.
call it like your course bundle or something.
Yeah.
And you
Okay.
would add those two together, add the two prices together to come up with the total. And then your workflow
Okay.
is just going to grant them access to both courses.
Okay,
So
great.
you just
Yeah,
have to make a
that's
bundle product.
yeah, cool. Last question is about calendar. So I have an event that's coming up, but how do I book that time slot out of my calendar? Say it's next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. How do I set up that calendar in the calendars area for that I send through to my clients, but that it's already booked out in my calendar for the event?
So you want to block that time off so they can't book appointments?
Yes, and that I
Okay.
can send the link to the clients. Well, I don't think you need to send a link to the clients if it's that same date.
A link.
Or to book like that's but is there a way to book like slots, like say there's only 10 people available?
So we have a class calendar that you can set up inside of calendars, and you can assign seats, like you can have a certain number of seats. So if you create a calendar, you want to have class booking, and then you, oh, I gotta fill all this out. Okay, first, before I show you all this, I'm going to just mention what the homework is for anybody that's waiting, and then I can stay and work with you on that, Jay Andre, okay?
Thank you. That'd
Okay.
be great.
Awesome. All right. For everyone else, for your homework for the monthly contest, we are going to get you to go back to your sites. We're going to go back to the funnel. And basically, all I need to do is I just want to see that you have your upsell page set up. So I want to see on your upsell page that you have a screenshot of your product here. And then on the page inside the builder, I want you to show me a picture of that this button has been set up, and I can see that it's set up one click downsell, upsell, and that it's attached to your product here. Okay, so take a screenshot of this and then a screenshot of the behind the scenes of your funnel. Post that in the Facebook group with the hashtag sales process wins, and then you will get entered into the draw for the monthly contest to win the prizes. Does everybody here know what the prizes are? I can go through them really quickly here. Just one sec. Let's see. Okay. So for the sales process, so hashtag sales process wins is what you need to put in your Facebook post for the homework. Attach those 2 screenshots and just tell us your biggest takeaway from today's lesson. And then you have the opportunity to be entered in to win one of these 3 prizes. We make this contest every month in the Facebook group. The first prize is a one-on-one hot seat with Peng Joon. He will take some time with you. He will go over your offer. He will talk to you about your sales funnel. He'll talk to you about how he would create a traffic strategy. And he will give you all of his advice that he would make to turn your funnel into a well-oiled machine that's going to make you lots of money. And you'll also get a ticket to the Internet Mastery Retreat, which is happening in Malaysia in March of 2025. Second prize is a one-on-one traffic and ads strategy session with Marcus. Marcus is the brains behind the sales process and Peng Joon's ads. He'll take a look at your ad performance and your targeting, and he will talk to you about different ad strategies that you can try. He'll also talk to you about different split testing techniques that he would use. And you also get a ticket to the Internet Mastery Retreat in Malaysia. And then the third place prize is the ticket to the Mastery Retreat. So you can win one of 3 prizes. All you have to do is just post your homework in the Facebook group using the hashtag sales process wins within the next 48 hours. And you do have to do it within the 48-hour time period for it to be valid. And you have 5 chances every week to enter for the contest. And so just make sure that you use the hashtag sales process wins in your post in the Facebook group, and you get entered into the contest. All right.
All right.
All right, guys.
Okay.
So thank you so much for stopping by this evening or this morning, wherever you're located. Jay-Andre, you and I will jump into the class calendar and take a look at that. Anybody who needs to get going, feel free to jump off. And if you want to stick around and watch this, you can as well. All right. So, Chandra, inside of calendars, you would go into create a new calendar. And you want to create the class booking calendar. And then we'll confirm. Oh. All right. And now, what did I call it? Test? Yeah. Here we go. Let's edit that. So then what you can do is you can decide how many seats there are, right? So you could actually pick the specific dates and times here. So let's say it was this, and you could choose the times that it was. And then you could add the other dates as well. And then you would just, how many seats do you have available for the event? So if it's 100 seats, you would create that and then save it. And then you can, no more than 100 seats could be sold. Any questions about that?
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Is there, say you have more than 100 seats, is there a way to put them into a next class, or say, listen, there's a class on this day? Like basically put them on the wait list for the next class?
You would probably have to like embed the calendar on a funnel page. And then
Yeah.
what you would need to do is just put like, if there are no available spots, click here, and the button could take them to a wait list page that you'd have to create with a form so they could sign up to get on the wait list.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
thanks so
and then
much, guys. Oh,
sorry, tomorrow. Just on the homework, like 48 hours is really tight. Like I know why they did it, because we just do it at the end of the month. We just go bulk homework, but only time I get to do it, and yeah, is over the weekend. So 48 hours is very tight to actually get homework done.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great feedback, Jandre. You know what? I'll take that to the team and just see if we can, like, why does it have to be the 48 hours? Yeah. Let's give
Yeah,
people
because
more time.
I know why they do it, because I myself, and I think it's Jodine, and what's the other person last year that was really a lot on the calls. We literally at the end of the month we just booked out like 3 days and just did homework
Yeah.
and just bulk submitted everything. So they want to spread it over the week, but I would suggest just at least give us a week to get the week's homework kind of done, because yeah, especially for the people with smaller teams that doesn't have support to actually set up these things. Yeah,
Yeah.
we have day jobs as well, and while
Right.
so
That is great feedback, Jandre. I'll take that to the team and
thank you,
just
John.
let them know we would like some more time to get this done. You're busy business owners, right? So
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like being class representative, and I'm like all for extra time on my assignments.
Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha. I think it's great feedback. So I will definitely take that to the team.
Yeah, thank you, Tamar.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, thank you guys for joining me, and we will see you guys again next week. Take care.
Bye, Tamara.
Bye-bye.